Well, we find ourselves today in a bottom tier matchup on the map Corellia, and it is a not a standard battle. And you see us immediately loading gold. It is encounter, and so this side of the map does not matter very much unless you control the middle. If you don't control the middle, this heavy side of the map in the standard battle does not matter. And you're going to see that to be true in this replay. So we're just heading up to see if we can get some shots. Now, we've got a T-92 in a very, very good position. And hopefully he's going to be able to take out this 4190, or at the very least, maybe we can help him. So one thing about these shells, the average velocity is 1,050 with the standard shells, and I think it's 1,100. Yeah, it's 1,100 with 259 pen on the gold rounds. So these shells scoot, and we're just going to wait, try and get us a nice little shot. We're able to do that, and it's going to be rinse and repeat on this other heavy. So one of the things that is important, because of where our light tank is, we know exactly how many people are going to be in this back portion. And we've got 3 heavies and they've got 2, as Artie says hello, right? So our Progetto 66 goes in thinking, well, we've got 3 guys here. I don't know why we're not pushing. And he's going to pay the price for the inactivity of these WZ-114s, right? Never trust your team. That's number 1, as we're 2 tanks down already. The other side of the map, we have a fair amount of guys over there, which is unfortunate, but luckily the enemy team does too. So we're going to take a snap on this guy, and it actually pens. And he fires, so I know I can push up, right? And this guy does a really good job of hiding his hole, and I want no part of getting shot by him. So finally, these tier 9s have put their man pants on, and they're going to go ahead and help us out here. And our objective is to flank and not get shot. So we go for a tracking shot, which does not work, but we do pick up a fire, so that's good. And we're gonna fire a couple more shots into this guy. Oh, we don't have more shots. I thought I had more shots. So we do take a little damage here. And we end up hitting his track for a whopping 2 assists. So now that we control this area, we could potentially cap if things go wrong. But right now, they're not going that wrong. We are down, we're down a few thousand, couple thousand hit points and 2 tanks. So let's see what we can do about that. So it looks like their 4190 did survive. So we're going to go ahead and hide. We get a little lucky with the Scorpion G missing. Now this position's great because the hill can't hit you. But we have a problem. This 4190 will continue to spot us. And as long as he's spotting us, we can do nothing, right? So... but he pulls up just a little high to get a shot. It was either me that was going to kill him or the Bizante, but we end up killing him, and everyone seems to be shooting at this poor Bizante. So we're going to take a couple of shots of opportunity. We're up to 1,700 damage, which, you know, in a tier 10 game I'll take, you know. So we're going to wait for the Scorpion does not know he's lit, because we have not allowed him to see us. Unfortunately, someone is out in the field and they are spotting us. So we do get a couple more shots of damage, but we're kind of stuck in this position. So our object 704 takes out the TNH hash, which is that's great. That's a dangerous tank. And we're just going to sit in this position while our guys are capping, and we pick up a grill and the Scorpion. And the Scorpion, as soon as he's lit, fires at us. So he seems to not be a bad player. Or maybe he was just blind firing us. He might have blind fired us because he got lit and his sixth sense had not yet gone off. Little sip of coffee while we're waiting. So we're just waiting for this 263 to push, right? And we're also trying to create a little bit of vision for our team. So it's currently 8-8 as Artie takes a punt at the 263. And it looks like he gets tracked in the open, which we're really quite happy with. So we're going to wait to reload. There's no point for us to fire again until he repairs. And now we're waiting for another shot. But his track repairs, and I don't want him to get away. So again, rinse and repeat. We're just on a reload here. 2,800 damage thus far. And we're able to kind of spot out this Scorpion G. And I didn't wait quite long enough, but I didn't want to get lit. Unfortunately, I did get lit. So, kind of an odd situation there. But 9 seconds, we're going to have... and there's a grip. 9 seconds, we're going to cap. So, it just amazes me that this guy... I was waiting for another shot, but I couldn't wait long enough. But we end up picking up 700 assists there at the end of the game. Let's look at the after action on this. Okay, here we are at the after action report, and we did get an ace tanker out of this game for our 3,277 damage, 3 kills, 1,363 base XP. And I think that is based on all of the damage we did to tier 9s and tier 10s. Our JPE also did very well, and our mouse, I looked, he did he did over 4,000 blocked. So he held that side really well. So did him and the JPE. So 21 shots fired, 20 hits, and 15 pens. That's actually a really good ratio considering that we were bottom tier for our 3,277 damage and 2,084 assist. So that takes us up over 5,000 against tier 10s in a lot of cases. So we lost credits, and I'm okay with that. I mean, you're in a tier 10 game, you got to load the gold, right? We weren't going to pen a lot of those shots without it. So we ended up with 4,090 experience out of this game. And now let's go to the quick garage review. Now this is my Progetto crew that I had for a long time and did not go up the Italian line, so they are insanely skilled. I've got Sixth Sense, situational awareness, Brothers in Arms, Concealment, and Recon. We're working on Recon now. Repairs, Snapshot, Brothers in Arms, Concealment, and Firefighting. You're going to see Concealment and BIA on everybody, basically. Repairs, Smooth Ride, Concealment, Brothers in Arms, and Off-Road Driving. And Repairs, Concealment, Brothers in Arms, Safe Stowage, and Firefighting. So, I really like the Progetto 46, and I've been having trouble in this because this does have a mantlet that will bounce some stuff, but I've been playing it way too aggressive. So now that I've backed off, it's actually turned into a much better tank. I use the IRM, which I'm a big fan of, for 12.5% turret traverse. And so it helps with aim time. It helps with hole traverse, and it It helps with the traverse of the turret. So, and then coated optics, and this is an auto reloader, so you can't use a rammer, so we use vents. So 36 standard rounds and 21 gold rounds, and then I don't know why I have 3 HE, but I do. Small repair, small first aid, and auto fire extinguisher on this thing. So this thing has kind of not great DPM, but it is not meant to be a DPM tank. It is meant to catch someone out and punish people for their mistakes. That's kind of the way I play this thing. It's got 1400 hit points, which is standard. Hull armor is 80 on the front, 50 on the sides, 50 on the rear. You can bounce stuff if you're really angled, but it's rare to bounce stuff. The turret only has 120, but really this mantlet is much more than that. So if you're using your gun depression, you can actually get some bounces on the turret, but don't count on it. Now mobility, that's where this thing shines. This thing has 2200 power to weight, 60 kilometers forward, 20 backwards, which is significantly better than the Progetto. So it's got more armor and it's faster, but it's got less DPM. But in essence, they're pretty close to the same tank. I mean, the stats aren't that much different. The camo is not great on it, 26%, but it's not really meant to be camo sniping. Well, it's meant to snipe for sure, but it's not meant to camo to be a light tank, and I would not try and use it as a light tank. 459 meters view range, which is great. And as I said in the replay, the shell velocity is excellent. It's much better than it is on the Progetto. I think the Progetto gets 929 standard shell velocity, and I'll have to look what it is. Well, I probably told you in the replay, but you know, old men and their minds, they kind of go away quick. So appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions or you'd like me to do this differently or cover different aspects of the tank, I'd be happy to do that. Please let me know in the comments, and we will catch you next time. Toonster out.